This is Jackie, and I'm here with Personal Public on day one of Cincinnati's Bunbury Festival. You guys are from Ohio, so what is your favorite live music venue to either play or attend?
Probably Express Live, formerly known as the LC Pavilion, but now Express Live. It's, especially to attend, it's super awesome. It's like, was awarded some award when it was built for being like the best concert venue in the country. It was cool.
Favorite music venue to play at is probably Rumba Cafe. It's this little venue. It's kind of like north of the Ohio State campus. It's a really small, intimate venue. The sound is amazing there. It just makes a really great show.
I like that. Do you guys prefer outdoor festivals or the more intimate club gig?
I like playing outside. It's a very freeing experience for me playing outside. I don't know what it is.
You embrace the sweat.
I embrace all of the nature and everything else around me, so it's cool.
What about you, live, outdoor, indoor?
I actually enjoy playing indoors more, just like the chaos and just being cramped and stuff. I like that.
What's one song on your debut album, Revival, that new fans should hear to get a good sense of the band's overall vibe?
I mean, the title track, Revival, is good. I would say Under the Rug, which was one of the singles off the record, that's a pretty good blend of everything we do, and it's also like a pretty catchy song.
I hear you're agreeing with me there. So what's inspired the songwriting on that album?
Oh, man. Songwriting. I don't know. That was, the record Revival was kind of just something we put together because we needed a piece of work to show people, and we had like the bones of all the songs on there, but then it was time to like get serious and get in the studio, and we're like, okay, let's just make this, and we kind of made it as we were in the studio, which is really cool. It kind of tested our abilities on recording and just being able to step out of our comfort zones and, you know, really push hard to get a good product out to people. So it was kind of like, let's just run with this and see where it goes kind of thing, you know.
And now you're here to perform live, but what role do you see music streaming sites having in 2018 and beyond?
Oh wow. Okay, this is like a business question. Let me
Let me
put my thinking cap on. I think music streaming is probably the biggest thing in music right now, just because it's the main platform, and you know, it allows a lot of young artists to put their stuff out and be heard. And I mean, you see it all the time, and rap and hip hop and EDM and pop, like people just pop up out of nowhere, and it's mainly because they don't have to revert to that, you know, physical release. Instead, they can just upload their music online, and millions of people can hear it.
Easier access?
Yeah, exactly.
So how do you transform the digital or even tangible physical copies of your music to your live show?
You know, it's really tough nowadays because I feel like a lot of people don't buy CDs. You know, it's like me. I have Apple Music. I stream almost all of my music. I only buy music unless I, you know, like the entire record. But at the same time, it's also really cool because, you know, you can get your music out there to so many people all over the world. And like I was just telling him, the last couple of days, like we've been checking our numbers on DistroKid, which is the distribution site that we use, and like our numbers have like shot up. And I would imagine that it's probably because, you know, our name is on the website, and, you know, people are looking to see who's playing, and then, you know, the first thing they go to is Spotify, Apple Music, and then it's just there. So, I mean, it's cool though to have. It's also cool to give people a record and say, you know, this is what we made, you know. So it goes both ways.
I still buy CDs, but I definitely know that I'm of the minority, so it's okay. What role do you see music videos having in 2018 when, you know, growing up we used to tune in to a whole channel that played them all the time?
Every single morning I remember waking up, and before school we would watch music videos. And I remember every morning getting up and seeing Outkast, Roses, some of the best morning memories of my childhood right there. I don't know. You want to answer that?
Yeah, I think music videos as a whole are becoming like separate art pieces from the songs. I mean, like My God, I don't know if you've seen or if you're like in tune with like bands like the 1975. They just put out a record yesterday, and their music video is so just really kooky and weird. And then, for instance, like a lot of these SoundCloud rappers, there's this whole music video collective going on that's led by, oh God, I don't even remember his name, but it's just becoming a much more involved part as like multimedia becomes more involved in everybody's life due to technology.
Well, and you have Childish Gambino making like really strong statements through his musical videos, where other people's are more performance-based, and it's not like one is wrong or one is right, but it's just kind of a different vehicle, depending on what your song
I
is.
think it's a different way to get your message through, and it's really cool.
Yeah, and in regards to the Childish Gambino video, I would almost say that this song has nothing to do necessarily like sonically with the music video. You know, the song is very like fun and playful, not the lyrical content, but like the music itself is very fun and playful. It's meant to be kind of like a bop, whereas the music video is like, hey, I'm going to make a political statement because it needs to be made, and that's really powerful, I think.
Well said. So, speaking of making a platform or making a statement, you recently used your platform to take part in a Leukemia Lymphoma Society benefit.
Correct. Yes.
So why was that important to you? Why was that cause important to you?
Well,
I think
let Tony answer this one.
I think any chance we get to give back to the community and use our music to for in that case help raise money for the Leukemia Lymphoma Society. I mean, we had a good friend that we went to high school with, and she had us get on the show, and so it was really cool to kind of give back to her as well, and see a lot of familiar faces in the crowd that we went to high school with. But yeah, I mean, any chance that you can have to give back and kind of use your music as a vehicle to raise money for a great cause, I think is a really cool thing for us. So,
What's up next for you guys after Bunbury?
Well, we are playing the Columbus Arts Festival on June 9th. That's a Saturday. And then we're playing where? At the basement?
July 13th. Yeah.
So we're going to be just jamming out and enjoying summer.
Yeah. Take a little bit of a break too, and kind of see. We all just graduated college, and we're figuring out the next step in the band and everything, and what that's going to look like.
No pressure at all that time of year, right?
That's right. Yeah. Yeah, it's a lot, but it's all exciting.
Great. Well, stay tuned for much more from Personal Public. This is Jackie. Thanks to Chorus FM and In the Key of Change.